Would you date a bus driver? You. Would you date a
If he
bus
owns
driver?
the bus, if he owns
No.
it, if he owns the bus,
See,
he
that's
owns
a
it.
problem. That's a problem. That's a problem
Okay.
because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well.
Ebony K. Williams, come to the black table, baby girl. We have. All right, let's talk about it. So, Ebony K. Williams had this very viral interview go on a couple days ago where she made these comments about not dating the bus driver unless he owned the bus. Now, a lot of people got really uptight about these comments, especially your middle class people, because she went on to say things like black people are mediocre and the jobs that we are doing aren't entrepreneurial, so we're not reaching our full potential. A lot of people like myself who are in the normal everyday blue collar jobs, so you say, we look at that as a slap in the face. I don't want to get into this big time story time mode, but hey, if you clicked on the video, you're here to watch it, so enjoy. I grew up in a household with your quote unquote blue collar workers. I had a mother that was diagnosed with MS at a young age, so her ability to carry a full-time job growing up was non-existent. So my stepfather had to work your quote unquote mediocre jobs, Miss Ebony, to take care of his child and a child that wasn't even his own biologically for years until that woman died. So how are you going to sit up here and make these comments about the working class people like that's a problem? Yes, I do feel like my father had the ability mentally to go further academically, but what he did to hold down a household and this mediocre job frame that you're saying is just disrespectful as fuck. And it's painful and it's hurtful because you're selling a book about black people to black people while shitting on black people. That is, love, is pandering. You can't come to the people that you're trying to make money off of and then talk shit about them. Now, what you're trying to say is having a mediocre job isn't reaching your full potential. How do you know? You don't know my life. You don't know the next man's life. I work in nursing. You can't sit up here and tell me what I do isn't fulfilling to me. You can't make these generalized comments about a mediocre blue collar class that you like to say and say that if you work a mediocre job, you're not up to par for her. Because this whole conversation stemmed off of her dating a certain type of man. And the funny thing is, Ebony, you like white guys. What the fuck is that? How are you going to sit here and talk about what the black man doing, but you don't even like black dick? Yeah. You don't even like black peen. You're having all of these conversations about what black people are not doing where you want to go lay down with the white man. You know how many white girls I've dated in my life and how hypocritical I would sound if I came on YouTube and Instagram every day and all I did was make videos and make comments about fuck whitey, whitey's this, whitey's that, white people can't do this, white people can't do that, but I'm sitting here eating Becky pussy. Make that make sense.
I'm speaking for the. Listen,
Ebony, I understand what she's saying when she's saying that she wants people to reach their full potential. Yes, I want everyone to reach their full potential, but you are not the one to come on here and say what their full potential is. And you are not the voice for us. You are not the person that's going to sit up here and make the difference. We do that ourselves. We find happiness within ourselves. If the McDonald's worker wants to work at McDonald's, let that motherfucker be. If the bus driver, the garbage collector, the nurse, the the electrician, it doesn't matter. These blue collar workers are what make the world go around. Did you forget that when COVID happened, the essential people were the superheroes of America? Those nurses, those McDonald's employees you got your shakes from, those electricians, those truck drivers, those bus drivers, those are the people that kept this motherfucking world going when we were down at our lowest. And that's mediocre to you. So you say. That's not good enough to you. So you say. I don't know. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, drop it in the comments and let me know. But I just don't feel like having a mediocre job, so she says, is so demeaning. A lot of us are living off this shit. A lot of us are doing what we gotta do just to survive. And I'm sorry. I'll be damned to sit up here and listen to a bitch that don't even like black people tell me about black people. Nah, I'm good.